to Trashy Stupid Fun. Today I'm going to talk about the horror gore film Blood Feast, which I really I've seen this for the first time, so I don't really know where to go with this movie. Just that the basic plot is about this guy who runs a catering service, who's really into ancient Egyptian rites and everything. I guess he was like a practitioner of some sort. They don't really go into that because this movie has a very thin plot. So basically, this guy goes after girls and kills them, and it's a bloody mess. It's just over-the-top gore, which is kind of fun, but, and the acting is really awful in this movie. Like a mix of Birdemic bad and Plan 9 from Outer Space bad. It's flat and just, it's laughable a lot of the time, especially the main guy. He's got these big thick eyebrows, like Abe Vigoda, crazy eyebrows, and he's got this crazy accent, and it's just, he was a lot of fun for this movie. I think he was the character I liked the most. He's crazy and killing all these girls, but I mean, there's kind of a Torgo quality to him. If you're familiar with Manos, the Hands of Fate, which is another bad movie, but this movie is like Shakespeare compared to that movie, but even I like that movie in a way. And he kind of had his own theme music too. He had this big drum music that would play for him, and it's just at one point it was in the middle of the day. You hear this drum, and this girl's like looking around. It's like, who's playing that drum? It was kind of funny. And the main girl in this movie, she's blonde, and she looks like, to me, she looks like Barbie. She's always wearing pink. So, it's just like, this movie just, these bad movies give me pause for some reason. Just, I cannot believe I watched this movie. I started it yesterday and I finished it today. This is my first time watching it. This is the first time I've talked about a movie on here that I've never seen before. So this movie was very, very interesting to watch. And the gore effects are just, I think they're just some sort of meat product that they rolled around in fake blood. Because it was very, very red. It looked like red temper paint, pretty much. It's that cheesy blood that you kind of, if you're familiar with these kinds of movies from the 60s and 70s, where the blood is just, excuse me, sorry. The blood is just, cheesy consistency and just, way too thick or way too thin. Just, it's just, wow. I don't know what else to talk about this movie, but, I won't give away too much because the ending, all I'll say is the ending is, it was cheesy and fun, kind of fun, but kind of lazy at the same time. I won't say why, but it's just, overall it was a fun experience for sure, as far as bad movies go. And everything I like, bad acting, bad everything. Oh God, there are, some little details that they didn't really go into, like the fact that all the girls were part of a book club, but they didn't really delve into that. And how the guy would know about this book club and how to find these girls. Because they all look really random, the way he kills them. He'll come into their houses and kill them. Just crazy, because there's no rhyme or reason for it, except for the fact that he wants to do this big ancient Egyptian, blood rite. It's just crazy. And at one point, I really don't want to give too much of the plot away because it has to be seen to be believed. But there's at one point, because there's a slight cannibalism theme in this movie. So at one point you see him cooking a leg, and I'm like, is he going to bring that to the girls' party? Because that's another thing. The whole thing that brings us together is that this girl's having a party. The main girl, who looks like Barbie, is having a party, and the evil dude is the caterer. And so I'm like, is he going to bring that leg? It's like, who would want to eat something that looks like a human leg? I almost think it's you know, some sort of meat thing that's shaped like a leg, but that made no sense because they didn't really come back to that. So I was like, did he eat it? I don't. I mean, I think it's implied that he kind of eats these people after he kills them. So I don't really know how that works because I don't know. It's just, yeah, this movie was wrapping it up. This movie was very interesting to watch. Yeah. And I'll probably be talking about more horror films to come because, like, I gotta talk about horror movies in October for Halloween and everything. So this won't be the last horror movie I talk about for sure. So yeah, until next time.